How we doing, boys?
I'm great.
All right, are we good?
Great, yeah.
We chill?
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it. Boys, we're only a short time away from you two stepping in the smart cage together with a lot on the line. But I want to go back first. Let's start with you. Because the first time you two met, it didn't go as probably anybody expected. What do you remember about that night?
I remember losing. I remember fighting terribly, not having my best night, and beating myself. So it's going to be different this time, though.
What do you remember about that night?
Yeah, like he said, it didn't go his way. He thinks he didn't have his best night. I mean, I don't know if that's on him or I made him fight that way, but we're going to find out again.
What do you remember about the lead up to that fight? Because I'm sure it's quite different than this one.
I don't know. I treat every fight the same. You know me. Brash personality, polarizing, talk a lot of shit. People either love it or they hate it. So it's been the same for me.
You?
Yeah, I felt like this guy didn't like me since before we had any interaction with each other. Like he says, it's always the same for him. It's different for me to have someone talking shit to me because I'm usually a well-liked guy, so it feels different, but it is what it is.
So what's it like sitting right here this close to a guy that is standing in your way of a chance at $500,000, becoming a #1 contender, and changing your MMA life?
This is my idea, like I said. It was supposed to be me only, so you're welcome for being
Thanks,
on here and
man.
getting a little bit of
Nice guy.
show time. And this is exactly what I wanted. I wanted a little bit of interaction. I saw what you guys did with that and Jason, so maybe we get a little bit of that going now.
Yeah.
What's your emotion feeling right now when he says that? When he says, you're welcome for me giving you the time on national TV.
Yeah, I'm so grateful, Dalton. Thank you, man.
They said you were too boring to be on here at first.
I know.
They were making an exception.
I don't blame them. I am. I'm a boring guy. So like I said in the interview the first time, I said, good thing we got this guy here to pump the fight up because he's doing a good job.
So since the last time, and I know you because we did not have you in coach's conversation in your first round, and I think you were a little upset about that because you know what you bring. Entertainment is what we want now at the PFL. So when you watched all the coverage in the first 4 fights, did that piss you off?
Yeah, it pissed me off a little bit. Felt like I was disrespected. I know how good I am. You guys know how good I am now. But yeah, I feel like Saudi Boot was probably the favorite to win the tournament. And first round, I drew a former champion. Went out there, didn't just beat him, dominated him, submitted him, finished him in the second round. And now I get to fight the only person that beat me. So what better way to prove that I'm the best than beating a former champion first round and then going out second round, beat the only guy that beat me.
Aaron, let me ask you this. What do you think will be the hardest thing about beating somebody twice, but now the stage is so much bigger?
He can't beat me twice. Got the one time, that's it.
I don't think anything's harder about it this time. I mean, obviously he's going to make adjustments based on the first fight, but it's just another fight. Like even if I hadn't fought him before, he'd watch my tape. He'd try and game plan for me. I can do the same. I'm going to watch his tape and game plan for him. And yeah, I felt him in there. He's felt me in there. So we have experience with each other, but just another fight.
When you hear him say just another fight, reaction?
If that's the way he wants to treat it, then treat it that way. But this is completely different this time. I've said it multiple times, and I'm a different man now. It's going to be different when we put it
26 times in 3 minutes.
How are you better?
Glad you can count. Glad you're good at math.
I'm noticing that he's looking at you, but you're looking over there.
Yeah.
Why?
Confidence.
Yeah, exactly.
Confidence.
No, it's slightly awkward, but I'll look him a couple times, but I don't need to stare him in the eyes for however long we're here.
Why is this awkward?
I don't know. I think it's supposed to be. Yeah, that's why.
I don't feel like it's awkward.
No? That's
good. It's good for me.
Okay.
But I'm not fighting.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to you two fighting, though.
Yeah. Me too.
Let me go back to you. You clearly embrace the brash character, but also in the world I come from, you have heels and baby faces. Right? He would be a baby face. You would come in as the heel. We also have cool heels, where other people will want to be like, say, man, that guy's arrogant. but I kind of like him. Do you think you're a cool heel?
That's for the fans, that's for you, that's for everybody else to say. I'm just being myself.
I've seen you in a lot of different places since the April fight. Has it been a conscious effort with you and your team to put you everywhere, including the Cubs game and all the different places, to really feel like you are everywhere?
Yeah, I've been to Pittsburgh a few times. I was part of a charity up there with Ryan Shazier, former Pittsburgh Steeler linebacker, had a neck injury. He has a spinal foundation now. I was there up there for that. Went to a Pirates game for activation with Valor, and then I just had the Cubs game. Besides that, though, I've been down in Florida the entire time training.
So, Aaron, I don't know if fight promotion or any of that is comfortable for you, but since your first round victory, what has kind of been the mindset and what you've been busy doing in addition to training?
I mean, that's pretty much all I do, man. Again, I'm like, they're saying I'm a boring guy. He says I'm a boring guy. I mean, I try and let my personality come out in the interviews. I'm not trying to fake anything. I think fans like me for being real. Again, I'm not like him. I'm not going to talk shit or be brash or be a heel or anything, but I think people can appreciate me for just being myself.
After you beat Sadabusi, who obviously is a former PFL champion, and also had really a lot of I think the most fights in PFL history, you said, I am the best middleweight in the world. Not in the PFL, you said in the world. Why do you believe that?
Because I am. I go in every single day in the gym, and I prove it. I'm training with some of the best fighters on the planet, and it's just a feeling. I know it. I know I'm the best. And like I said, Sadabusi first round, now I get to go out there and beat the only guy that beat me. So once I beat the only guy that beat me, who's beat me? No one. So every single fight from that point forward, I'm gonna keep proving I'm the best in the world until everybody else believes it.
When you hear him say that, and you can tell this has bothered him for ever since you guys fought, what do you think is going to be the biggest problem in the first few minutes when you know he's fired up to fight you? He wants you in that cage.
I don't know if it's going to be a problem. I mean, he has a specific fight style and body type, and he's explosive and he's strong in the first few minutes. So I'm not going to say it's a problem, but it's obviously something to keep an eye on.
So it sounds to me like he's waiting for me to get tired again. That's your game plan. Tire me out, huh?
No, I didn't say that.
You're gonna break yourself trying to break me.
Okay.
Do you question his tank?
Yeah, a little bit. Seen it a few times.
Yeah. We'll
Tell
see
me
on
more.
Friday.
Okay, yeah.
You think he'll get tired?
I think he will get tired, yeah. I don't need him to get tired. I can beat him without him getting tired, but I mean, he has shown that he
That's
gets
everybody's
tired.
hope. I get tired. Everybody's hope. I'm stronger, I'm faster, I'm more explosive. No one can beat me in the first round. So
Said
that
the
your
same
hope,
stuff the
your
last
hope.
time.
Yeah, and look who won the first round. Like I said, I got tired. I
Oh,
fought
won the
stupid.
first round.
That's what happened at the end of the day. I beat myself, and I'm 10 times the fighter now than I was then. I learned from my mistakes, and it's gonna go different this time. I'm not getting tired. You could push the pace all you want. You're gonna break yourself.
Said the same thing the first time. He said, Aaron Jeffery's going to try and tire me out. He's mediocre everywhere. He sucks. I'm going to run through him. It's going
I
to
don't
be a
see a
rude
lie.
awakening.
I don't see a lie.
Huh?
I don't see
Oh,
a
that's what
lie.
you said the first time.
Yeah, yeah. And
Okay.
I bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's okay for you to say you bad whenever you lost, but nobody else can have a bad night. Remember?
No, of course.
Every time you lose, bad night. I've lost once.
I don't think so.
Well, let me ask you this. You both come from high-level gyms. American Top Team, Kill Cliff. How do you think, and I'll start with you on this one, how do you think that who you get to go against day in and day out helps you to raise your level to the level it needs to be at to fight him?
Yeah, man, it's so important. Like you rise to the level of your training partners, right? Like both great gyms. We have like some of the best fighters in the world at both of our gyms. So to train with these guys every day, build your own skill set, and also like it's a confidence thing too. Like you train with top 10 guys in the UFC and do good against them, have winning rounds against those guys. It proves to you how good you are.
What about you?
He's saying that he's doing good in those rounds, winning some of the rounds. I don't lose rounds in the gym. And my gym has plenty better fighters than you do. That's the difference between us.
Do you agree with that?
Never watched him train. Does he never lose rounds in the gym? I would doubt it. I also don't put a whole lot of weight onto who wins sparring rounds because it's sparring and training and it's not the fight.
Okay.
If you don't put too much weight on it, why are you doing it before the fight? Makes no sense.
Why am I training before the fight?
Yeah, put more weight on it. If there's not that much weight on it, then what the hell is the point of doing
I
it?
should have not trained at all.
Like I said, train as hard as you want. You should have trained as hard as you wanted, as hard as you could. It's not going to make a difference come Friday.
It feels like to me, sitting right here, you are laser focused, and we're taping this on Wednesday, 48 hours before the fight. How do you keep those emotions in check? You haven't taken your eyes off of them since you sat down.
We're going to find out on Friday. That's all that matters.
All right, you guys do have something in common, to lighten it up just a little bit. You walk around with the mullet. That's kind of your thing. You were named after the character in Roadhouse, who also had a mullet as well, Dalton. Can we agree that that's something you guys have in common, or is that
This guy.
he's a Scorpio too, yeah?
Oh my God! So now we're talking zodiac signs, huh?
We're going deep in this interview.
Maybe
We're
we'll
going
be
deep.
friends one day after all this.
I
Wouldn't that be
don't
a
know.
turn of events?
You don't think you'll ever be friends with him?
No,
No?
no. I'm
Never
not friends
say
with my
never.
opponents.
One day it's all said and done. We're 50 years old. You never know.
Never know.
We'll see. But Friday night, definitely not friends. Not friends right
Probably
now.
not. Probably not.
Let's spin it forward then. Let's talk about what's on the line. And sometimes when you're so focused on what's in front of you, it can kind of gas you out. It can, the emotion, not the tank, but the emotion. How do you not focus on what's in front of you and say, man, I got to have my game plan. I got to do what my coaches have told me to do and what I've been working on?
I told you before, it's confidence. I'm confident in my ability. I just got to go out there and do what I do. Follow my game plan, listen to my coaches, and the rest is going to be history.
Real quick, when you got this opportunity and you knew you were going to be in this world tournament, was it, I have 3 opportunities to show the world that what every MMA fan has been missing on the national level?
Yeah, 100%. And I was on my manager immediately as soon as I heard about the tournament. Get me in this tournament. I don't care who they give me first round. Get me in the tournament. And then as soon as they put me in the tournament, I was hoping the entire time that he was on the same side of the bracket as me. I knew they weren't going to give me him first round, but I was hoping he was on the same side of the bracket. And he was, and he got his win. Iffy, but he got it, nonetheless. So I was an Aaron Jeffery fan that night, but on Friday, definitely not.
When you hear him say he was rooting for you to win so he could fight you,
Yeah.
that doesn't get you fired up?
I'm a chill guy, man. I was rooting for him too. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I wanted him to win too. I thought that was a sick matchup to have in the next round. So here we are.
There's a difference between us rooting for each other. I was rooting for him to win because I wanted to fight him. He was rooting for me to win because he wanted to not fight Saudi Boussi. He talked about it in his interviews. He was afraid of that matchup.
Afraid.
Yeah, I mean, you could word it however you want to, but whenever you're saying that you don't want to match it with Saudi Boussi,
And
because
say
he's a
don't
long,
want to
lanky
match up with
striker.
him. I said you're a better matchup.
Yeah, we'll see. It was a better matchup on Friday.
Like when
Doesn't
you've
matter,
had
I guess they're both going home.
20-something pro fights, amateur fights, kickboxing fights. I mean, it's hard to say guys at this level are afraid of anything. So
Let me ask you something about the other, and you can answer it, you cannot answer it. When you watch him, and you've known him for several years now, what is great about his fight game?
He's a grinder. I'll give him that. He goes in there, he fights hard, and he pushes the pace. I'll give him that.
What's great about him?
explosive guy, big muscles, super strong, fastest and strongest guy in the world, like he says.
So
He's saying that now, mockingly, but he's going to be saying it for real after the fight. He's going to believe it. You're going to believe it as soon as that fight starts. First 10 seconds.
how much have you improved since the first fight with him?
What do you want, like a number scale or?
Just in general, in your mind, you say, well, back then I was this, but here's what I'm doing better.
Yeah. I mean, it's always like textbook answer, but like I'm trying to get better everywhere all the time. I look at my past fights, wins or losses, and I try to improve on what I didn't do well or even build on the strengths that I had in the last fight. So I think I'm better everywhere.
What have you improved on the most?
I think the biggest difference between me now and then is my mindset. And it's carried over in the training. My training's gotten better. because of it. My skill set has improved because of it, but it all started up here. So I'm looking forward to this matchup on Friday, and I'm more ready than I've ever been.
He clearly, and this is something that I lean into with my background, is the branding. And what do you make of the outfit that he came in with, the red, white, and blue?
Fire.
That's nice.
It's good, right?
Yeah.
All right, last question, boys. And I appreciate you doing this awkward interview. Let me start with you.
Okay.
We're standing in the smart cage.
Yeah.
The referee's in the middle of you. The fight's over on Friday night. How did it go in your mind?
Went amazing. Went just like the first one.
How did it go in your mind?
No shot. You wish. Keep dreaming. You better dream about that and then wake up and apologize to me.
And with that, I say
man.
best of luck. Aaron, Jeffery, Dalton, appreciate the time, boys.
Thank you.
All right, best of luck. Good luck on the weight cut,
Thank you.
and we'll see you tomorrow, okay?